Consider a hidden code, a sacred blueprint that underpins everything in existence. These are not man-made laws that are limited by time or territory, but rather cosmic laws that are timeless and universal. They do not impose punishment on your deeds, but rather steer your life towards greater insight and fulfillment. They have shaped your past and will continue to shape your future. In particular, they may be a source of light for your present. I hope that when we examine these global rules, you will not only gain knowledge but also become aware of your own development and change. The Law of Divine Oneness. This idea implies that we are all related and a part of a divine, limitless energy that is far bigger than our own selves. It teaches us that our deeds, words, and ideas have an impact on everyone and everything in the cosmos, not only inside the confines of our own life. It is the realization that how interconnected and dependent my life, your life, and all life is. When we acknowledge the law of divine oneness, we realize that no one is ever alone. We are all entangled in this. We are not just drops in the ocean, but the ocean itself. It is about treating others with the same respect and care that you would like for yourself, realizing that causing harm to someone means causing harm to yourself. This law is the embodiment of the golden rule: treat others as you would like to be treated. So how can we put this theory into practice in our daily lives? Begin by recognizing the divine in everyone you meet. Treat every interaction as a chance to exhibit kindness and understanding. When you talk, let your words reflect your grasp of this unity. And when you listen, do so with the intention of learning, knowing we are all branches of the same tree. Law of Vibration. This law suggests that everything in our universe, from the largest galaxies to the smallest particles, everything, including your thoughts and feelings, operates on distinct frequencies or vibrations. Nothing rests. Everything is in motion, constantly vibrating and resonating at different frequencies. If I want more money, I need to find out what the vibration or feel of money is and try to match that frequency. If I want to feel love, I need to vibrate at the love frequency, which is the highest frequency if I want a specific person in my life. Both of us need to be tuned into the same vibration or frequency to use this law to manifest your desires. You must match your vibration to the thing you desire. If you want to be among the stars, you must first feel like one recognizing this. Law changes how we view ourselves and our place in the world. We're not merely physical entities navigating through life. We are energetic beings vibrating at certain frequencies, and these vibrations influence our experiences, our interactions, and our reality. Think about your thoughts and emotions when you're filled with joy and positivity. You feel light, buoyant, almost as though you're vibrating at a higher frequency. Similarly, when you're sad or negative, you feel heavy, weighed down, as though vibrating at a lower frequency. Law of Correspondence. This law states that your internal state is mirrored by your external circumstances. This means that your thoughts and emotions have a direct impact on your surroundings, and what you see outside is a reflection of what's happening within. In other words, as within, so without. Your inner state greatly affects your perception of the world. When you feel confident and content, everything around you appears positive. Conversely, when you feel down or unhappy, your surroundings seem negative. Achieving inner peace fosters a tranquil environment, whereas internal turmoil creates stress in your life. You are faced with the stark reality that the things you think about become the things you have to live with. To change your world, you must first change yourself, and the outside world will reflect that. You are the architects of your reality, and you have the power to change it by changing your internal state. The thoughts you have, the beliefs you hold, and the attitudes you exhibit all paint a vivid picture that becomes your life. Law of Attraction. As per this rule, opposites attract. This is not mere philosophy, but a truth that has been acknowledged by ancient societies, quantum scientists, and prosperous people all across the world. Whatever you focus your attention on, whether it is positive or bad, you attract into your life. The law of vibration and the law of attraction are extremely similar. You draw to you what you are, not what you desire. You have to have faith in your ability to achieve your goals, according to the law of attraction. If you want to attract money but you don't understand how it can happen and you doubt it will, you're simply like an ocean wave that the wind is pushing about. If you don't think you can obtain it, you can't expect to attract it. Take care of yourself like your life relies on it if you want excellent health. If you want money, be generous with it, and it will come back to you. If you want love, start by loving yourself and others. Principle of inspired action. According to this rule, even if you can visualize, affirm, and align your thoughts with your wishes, nothing will change unless you take inspired action, which is not just any action. Taking action that is consistent with your desires, instincts, and inner guidance. The driving force behind your aspirations coming true is this law. The law of inspired action encourages you to take action in the direction of your wishes, while the law of attraction assists you in bringing your thoughts and feelings into alignment with them. It serves as a link between the intangible realm of idea and the concrete world of reality so that you can achieve your goals. You must take part. Motivated activity is not compelled. It is not a product of fright or desperation. Instead, it is a happy, passionate march in the direction of your goals. It seems simple, natural, and totally in line with who you are. You're attracted to take action when you're so passionate about your idea, not because you have to, but because you want to. Law of Energy Transmutation. Everything, including your thoughts, feelings, and words, is said to be formed of energy according to this rule. An energy can only be transformed from one form to another. It cannot be generated or destroyed. When you think or feel anything, it doesn't stay inside of you. Instead, it becomes something that travels out into space. This law is the starting point for how ideas become objects. You must be aware that your ideas and feelings are magnetizing and producing things in reaction to them. Consequently, you must deliberately pick favorable ideas and sensations. Don't focus on a terrible notion for too long, since that might lead to a poor circumstance. Be fast to change your mind. When you become aware of a bad idea, swiftly replace it with a good one to shift the energy of the thought before it becomes reality. Cause and effect law. According to this law, you receive back what you give. The law of karma states that whatever you do to other people or the planet, it will come back to you. Every event in life has a purpose. It occurs either for or to you as a result of something you did. Good deeds benefit you, but terrible deeds also have an impact on you. Knowing that every action has a corresponding and opposing response equips you with the knowledge that, in order to change the results you encounter, you must modify the causes you set into motion. You never get mangoes in return for what you sow. If you plant hate instead of love, you will never reap love. You receive from the cosmos precisely what you give forth. If you offer love, you receive love. If you give money, you receive financial gain. What you do or say doesn't just vanish. It always comes back to either benefit or harm you. This is known as the law of reciprocity. It might not return immediately, but it will return ultimately. Relativity Law. Nothing can be good or harmful by itself, according to this rule. Everything depends on the meaning you assign to it. Things are what you make of them. This law encourages you to take a step back from your personal experiences and view things in a larger context. What can seem like a big issue to you might look like a little hurdle when compared to the difficulties others confront. Similar to how what you consider a minor accomplishment may be a dream for another person, the law of relativity teaches you that you don't have to categorize everything in your environment. When something occurs, you don't have to categorize it as good or evil. Instead, you might consider it to be the result of a cause. If you choose to give your life purpose, everything that occurs is actually neutral. It only qualifies as good or bad because of your classification. The Polarity Rule. This law asserts that everything has its opposite and that everything has two ends, a beginning and an end to life. There is a spiritual realm, and the physical realm in which we reside includes both the North and South Poles. Both divine male and divine feminine energies exist. Twin flames frequently appear to be extremely different from one another, but are actually the same person. The rule of polarity tells you that even in your darkest moments, there is always the possibility of light. Just as there is hot and cold, but they are merely various degrees of what we call temperature, so too are there good and bad, but they are only different degrees of what we perceive as morality. Rhythmic laws. The cosmos prefers not to have its inherent rhythm or flow disturbed. You learn from it that everything in the universe moves in cycles or patterns analogous to pendulum swings or seasonal changes. Every part of existence is subject to this rhythmic motion, just as the tide flows in and out, day gives way to night, and winter gives way to spring. This law serves as a reminder that these natural rhythms also affect your life. You can't choose to avoid times of activity and rest, times of progress and retreat, moments of delight and moments of sorrow. A great deal of issues can be sorted by exercising patience and allowing things to unfold organically over time. When you try to make things happen according to your schedule, a commotion emerges. This may be unsuccessful, and it may frustrate you. It's kind of like battling against how the universe functions when you don't abide by these principles, which makes life very difficult. It's not like you're being punished, but since you're going against the flow of the cosmos, life sometimes feels like a punishment. If you're still here, why not say which of these laws you've been abiding by or want to begin abiding by going forward? I look forward to hearing your opinions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.